NFL draft for the New York Jets franchise. Sorry if I'm sounding a little bit under the weather. I'm not. I'm just real. I have bad allergies. It just came unexpected like 10 minutes ago. So I was like, oh, how fortunate for me having my allergies right now while streaming my off season. I can't cancel it because I promised everybody. So I'm just gonna get into my chat right now and like just get in. So far, that's showing up. It's alright. We're just waiting for people to come in right now. See who's gonna be up for us. Oh, hello and welcome. I didn't see you, and I can't see your what you said. My Twitch on my phone is acting up. It's not saying I'm streaming, but I am. Have to do something real quick. Sorry, I can't really see your what you said. Sorry, hold on. Why is it not popping up? It should be popping up right now. Come on, man. Sorry about this. My Twitch is acting up on my phone. Do all this again. Do. Come on, work. Alright. So, this really sucks. I should have just turned on my chat on the side of my screen. There we go. Now it's showing. And I go through a commercial. Alright, at least I got my... so, whoever commented, just comment again. I wasn't able to see your, what you said since, it's not appearing on my chat. But anyways, welcome though to my Jets franchise, for the NFL draft. So we're just waiting for a little bit, wait for more people to come in. Oh, hey King. Hey, what's up, man? How you been? Sorry if I sound a little under the weather, but like 15 minutes ago or so, I just got massive bad allergies. But yeah, how you been, man? Let's see, we have two people in the room so far. Let's see how many more we can get. Let's look at the free agency recap. So, in my last video, my last stream, I showed everybody already, but let's see. Been good? Nice, man. I think my chat is delayed a lot. It says I have 3 comments, and there's only 2 right now, so yeah, that's weird. Anyways, Martellus Bennett signed with the Dolphins. Swinninger went to the Redskins. Terrence Williams went there. Barrett went to the Lions. Excuse me if I I'm going to blow my nose real quick. Jeez, these allergies, man. Cottonwood's been flying around into my room, dude. Really getting me, really. Oh. Anyways. See here. McDonald's now on the Titans. Woods on the... And Raheem Wilson, we almost got Raheem last video, but we didn't decide to because he wanted a little bit more money. To be honest, we would have not got him anyways. The Chiefs actually signed him for a bit more than I expected, so... Morris Claiborne goes to the Eagles. That's what they really needed. Philly Brown goes to the Browns. How unfortunate. Wilson goes to the Rams. Yeah. And then Salatolu, if I'm saying that right. Salatolu. Yeah, he decided not to resign with us. Well, we decided not to resign him. He was wanting too much money. And how funny is this? By looking at the contract that the Cardinals gave him, he wanted a bit more money than what we were wanting. But, Jalen Watkins, Floyd goes there. So, you still here, King? You still here, bro? I can't, whatever. Alright. Oh, okay, cool. I was wondering where you went. Alright, so I guess we'll just start the NFL draft, I guess. I don't know any more people are going to be coming in. It's alright. People will be watching this on YouTube later. So, no further ado. Let's try to start the NFL draft right now. And King, if you want, you can try to bring some people down here, you know, if you want. I don't know, I'm just asking if you want to. Just saying. But anyways, let's start the NFL draft, shall we?
The 49ers are now on the clock.
Alright, the 49ers have the first pick in the draft. Steven is the most talented player on the board. Like, no doubt about it. He's supposed to go number 1. He looks like a guy who should be going at number 1 with those type of that type of combine, the type of skills he got. You know, he looks pretty good. So I expect him going first. I'm expecting the trade up for Braxton Bryan because the game always decides to, like, the Jaguars, even though they have okay quarterback depth, like Jalen Ramsey and Mukamara, they always decide to take another quarter in the first year of the draft. So, yeah. Oh, nice, man. And thank you for coming to the stream, though. I really appreciate it. I really do. Taking your some time out of your day to come see me and watch. Appreciate it. I promise you, by watching this stream, you're going to see a lot of talent. Like, I'll show you the board, what we have so far. So, we have a good quarterback class. Like, one of the best. We have Barry Gabriel, who should be the next Tom Brady. Or Russell Wilson, whatever. Raquan Dyson, Wadsworth, Antoine Hushmanzada. I love that name so much. Hannot. He had not finished the combine. But yeah, dude, this draft, I mean, that's just the beginning. We have Terrell Suggs' nephew here, Melvin Suggs, who, you know, is okay, you know. Yeah, we really need quarterbacks since we let go of Geno Smith. And, by the way, for anybody to know, Michael Vick, who recently retired, we actually offered him a contract, but it was not a contract for a quarterback role. It was as a quarterback coach. So we signed Michael Vick as our quarterback coach. Now he's in the draft room with all the Jets staff and everybody. So he's now, cause now he's signed with the Jets as a quarterback coach. So right now he's looking at players right now in the draft. He likes McCall though because of the speed. He thinks he sees a lot of resemblance in him, but more higher, more athletic than he was back in the day. But he's a big fan of Steven here. But he's also a bigger fan of Gabriel though. He even compared Barry Gabriel to Tom Brady. I mean, I don't know why, but Vic just said, "Hey, this kid's the next Tom Brady." Oh God. Teach them how to kill dogs. Oh man. I mean, what Vic did was pretty like wrong, you know? It was pretty wrong back in the day. Yeah, it was really wrong, but he learned his lesson though, dude. He's grown up, he's older now. He realized he done effed up. He done effed up and yeah. But anyways, still. Wide receivers, though, we have Terrell Suggs' nephew here, Melvin Suggs, who, like, odd enough, I got lied to by the game. The game lied to me, saying he ran a 4.3, around like a 4.3 40-yard dash time, and right here it's showing a Suggs type of speed, booty speed right now, so... And Chrome, he was projected mid-first rounder, and then he fell down to like the third round talent, and then went up to second round talent, and now he's back at first round talent. So I don't trust Chrome at all. Colbreth, he's okay. I like his speed though, but I'm trying to look for younger talent like Kelger here. I mean, he's the same age, but he's a little bit more better. Piercy Melton is one of the number one guys I might consider taking, or Kamari Jones. We have a lot of talent in this draft, which is pretty good. Hunter Steele is one of my favorite tight ends so far in this game. He's a pretty good damn player. Now, we have Travis Chutz. I mean, so what I'm going to try to do, I'm going to try to move up from number 9 to number 6 at least, or like higher, maybe the 5th pick, because I need Braxton Bryan from corner. The guy ran a 4.35, has a 24 rep bench press, and he ran a good vert as well. I mean, he's not the best in the acceleration agility department, but he's pretty good. I mean, if we don't get him, we got Will Jerry here, who has better agility and acceleration. I mean, he'll be our like backup plan if we can't get him. And then we have Nate Wilcox, who's terrible in strength, but he's decent in speed and alright and great in man coverage. So yeah, this is the fast class. I consider this one of the fastest classes of the this game so far. And then at safety, we have Kenny Jeffries, who we have our eye on right now. He's a big player we like to get. Same with James Alexis in the 6th round. At safety, Salem Carson. He's pretty good. I'm considering him as well. John Knott, though, I would like to get John Knott because he has that A- short accuracy and B- mid. I really like that a lot. But Barry Gabriel, though, he's like 10 or whatever, like, skill, like he's a little bit below on the short than not. But Gabriel possibly has that quick or superstar development that we all like. So that's always something to look forward to. We need a future running back since Forte's now been regressing. He doesn't have much longer on the team. And we traded away Belia Powell to, I believe it was some team. I forget who it was now. But we traded him to, I think it was the Jaguars? Or, where did we trade him at? We traded Balaya Powell to, what was it? Indianapolis. We traded him to Indianapolis for a 4th and a 7th round pick for the following year. And we got Malcolm Brown, who's a good player right now as well. We would like to work with him, but we would like also to get a new running back as well. Any teams open? Boss, this is a not a online. This is not a online franchise. This is a private offline franchise of my own. Sorry, dude. Yeah, it's just me right now. It's for YouTube, so sorry about that, man. But yeah, no teams are open. But we're planning on. So here's my plan. Because I want to get Braxton Bryan. He is my first corner I want. But we have the 6th pick, which is still good. Or no, not 6th pick, the 9th pick. We have the 9th pick in the draft. And I don't know if we can get to him in time because the Cardinals also need a corner, which is a big concern. Now, what I was thinking, some teams need defensive end, and I saw Oakland. I saw a lot of teams that need a defensive end, but I mean, the top picks so far already have defensive ends so far. And right now, we're planning on trading Wilkerson. I guess he wanted more money, I guess. So he didn't leave the team. So, but we're still planning on to trade him. Planning on trading him to, let's see here, possibly the Broncos. I'm not too sure. I have to be careful because I don't want to trade it to my AFC rivals. So Broncos are good. Browns, of course, like him, but that'll be last resort. There's the Cardinals, but I'm not too sure. See, they need left end, they need corner in a way to fill in that second quarterback spot. So I don't know if we could try to get Braxton Bryan. I think the Jaguars are going to take him before us. So what we're going to possibly do right now is possibly trade Wilkerson to the Jaguars. I'm not a big fan of this. I mean, they don't even really need a left end. It says it's one of their needs. But they have Dante Fowler. But bringing him to their team might help them with stability. And maybe they'll move him to defensive tackle. I don't know. They already decent at tackle. But, I mean, it looks like they moved to a 3-4, it looks like, if I'm not mistaken. So, wouldn't be a bad idea, though. So, if I could trade Wilkerson and my 2nd round pick, or my 1st, I don't know. I don't know, that's too. I feel like I should trade my 2nd round pick. My Wilkerson, a 2nd for their 1st, their 5th round pick. Or I could actually do this. I could trade him my 4th. I could trade him my 7th. And Wilkerson for a 5th. What do you think, guys? What do you think this trade is? Is this kind of like realistic, between realistic and Madden type, or I feel like this is a good trade. I mean, I was thinking about it, but I run a 3-4 right now, and I have Leonard Williams at defensive tackle. So, I mean, Williams, I mean, I don't mind moving him at end, but his, if you look at, let's see, if you look at Williams' stamina, I don't know, it's a Sim series type of thing, so it doesn't really matter much. I guess. But his stamina is 73, and I want a guy to stay in a little bit longer in a game than that. And we have Steve McClendon. I mean, we're kind of okay at left end or defensive ends, but we would like to get a new one. I actually have my eyes set on a couple guys in the draft, but let's see if there's any team that are defensive tackle worthy of having Wilkerson. So, wow, I just moved to the Lions, but I don't think the Lions, yeah, they're the 10th pick. They're a pick after me. So, I don't know. Let's see. I mean, the Bills are interested, but I think the Bills are the oh yeah. I don't know how they're the 21st pick. They did pretty well this season. Of course, the Browns are interested in Wilkerson, of course. I mean, if I could trade Wilkerson and for their first rounder, I mean, might be golden. Maybe I'm too scared he's gonna leave us, but we have so much talent at corner, like in the first round. I'm not too scared to take Willie Jeffries, or whatever. So, anyways, so the first pick in the NFL draft, the San Francisco 49ers select.
Well, let's go to Adam now, who's got more
Steven.
on the 49ers' latest pick.
Of course.
Plenty of college teams run some version of the
Can you
split
guys hear
offense,
this?
asking their quarterbacks to make over 40 throws a game. But no quarterback did better this season than he did. Despite throwing almost 50 times a game, he still managed to keep his completion percentage over 60%. His performance was enough to set a school record for passing yards in a season. His record-breaking year got the attention of several scouts like Matt Miller, who noted his ability to read the field and get the ball accurately to the receiver. He has real talent, and it'll be interesting to see how that translates to the NFL.
All right. So, of course, they needed quarterback. He is the #1 pick in the draft, and they got a good pick in Steve here. So, good for them. So, the Buccaneers are a questionable team that, they need a decent amount of needs at defense. Now, I know quarterback is kind of a need for them, but yeah, they have to replace somebody. They took Marcus Williams from us, but Brent Grimes is getting old, so they need to replace him. Have Hargraves on the other side, with Williams being in the slot. So let's see if they surprise next or not. Ooh, let's see what happens.
The Raiders.
They take Brian, of course. I knew it. Damn it. It's alright. You know what? I'm actually going to trade up. I'm going to trade up with the Raiders here. See if we can get let's see, we could trade our first. And, let's try a first and a 4th rounder with the Raiders and see if we can move up. Possibly won't happen, but let's see if we can. Not even close. They need corner, they need linebacker, they need lineman, left tackle, free safety. I'm going to use Powell as trade bait. So, and I'll give him that 4th round pick as well.
Hold on now.
All right.
This pick is trading teams.
We did it. So we traded up from the 9th to the 3rd. So unfortunately we couldn't get Brian. We just couldn't get Brian. It's unfortunate, but let's see we can get. Let's see, and my pick is now technically since I trade up with Oakland. So I have to get corner. I really got to get corner, and Willie Jerry is the guy I have to get. So let's get Willie Jerry.
The Broncos are now on the clock.
Whoa, what? Okay, I see this. I see this. Okay, all right. Yes. Golf clap. We got Willie Jerry, 94 speed, 94 acceleration, 92 agility, 79 man, 83 zone. We can work with his other stats. Really easy. Oh, he's a good player. He's a really good player. So he should be doing pretty well here really soon with us. That was a great pick. I mean, unfortunately, we couldn't get Brian, but it's okay. We got Jerry instead. So let's advance to the next pick.
Now that the Broncos have made their pick, let's go to Adam
They take
Schefter
Cruz.
for more.
He got the attention of scouts pretty quickly when he had a game-winning catch that most receivers would have trouble bringing in.
That was pretty good.
With one outstretched hand, he caught a pass that looked like it was about to sail out of the back of the end zone. He proved that even the big guys can make some incredible plays with their hands. And in a league where receiving tight ends are becoming a premium, it's no wonder this team took him here.
So they took defensive tackle. I just went past them. No. They got defensive tackle. I mean, if they're in a 4-3, then yeah, it's understandable. Which it looks like they are in a 4-3. So good for them. They got Cruz. I think he was a great player. So let's see where Jacksonville goes. Will they take Wilcox, or do you think they're going to go for another position? I think they're going to get cornerback Wilcox here.
All right, let's go to Adam Schefter.
Wow, they
He's
get
got more on this
Truslock's
Every
nephew.
year, the rookie who runs the fastest 40 at the combine
Really?
seems to immediately become very popular with NFL scouts. So after turning in the
Lies.
fastest time of his class, he's in the spotlight ever since. On top of that, his shuttle and three-cone times also help solidify the fact that he's just plain fast. The team could definitely use an injection of speed, and this is a step in the right direction.
Dude, why do you took Melvin Suggs? You have Allen Robinson. You have Allen Hurns. You have Marquise Lee. You have even Rashard Green Sr. here. You have a good 4 wide receiver core here. Why did you have it? You have to get corner, dude. I bet. Look, you needed corner even more than wide receiver. What are you gonna do? Convert Suggs to wide cornerback? It's not gonna work, dude. I don't get it. They pulled a Browns move, I think, and the Browns are next. And watch, the Browns might do good, they might do bad. So let's see how the Browns do in this pick.
The Bears are now on the clock.
All right, they take defensive end Meeks. That's a good idea. It's just like real life. Like real life, they took a defensive end. In the game, they took a defensive end, and Meeks was a decent player. So let's see. Chicago, they need a lot of positions, even quarterbacks. So I wouldn't doubt Knott goes right here.
The Cardinals are
Yep.
now on the clock.
John Knott goes to the Bears. I knew it. This is the first time I'm doing this, so that's crazy. So Arizona Cardinals select.
The Raiders are now on the clock.
That's odd. They didn't take Wilcox. That is really concerning. They didn't take Wilcox, but they took Foley, the 24-year-old, who didn't look too good. Instead of going for a youth with Wilcox, they go with Foley. So, and the Raiders.
The Lions are now on the clock.
Oh, damn, they took Ziegler. That's fine. You know what? We're fine. It's okay. So, Detroit takes...
The Redskins are now on
All
the
right,
clock.
Jamal Frost. Good defensive lineman.
Adam, what can you tell us about that last pick?
Oh,
The old saying of "what have you done for me lately" could be used to explain his rapid rise in draft value. After a late season performance that saw him make several key blocks leading to scores, sources said that many scouts were willing to overlook otherwise average statistics leading up to his final game. NFL expert Ross Tucker felt that his upside far outweighs any concerns that he's a one-hit wonder. Tucker raved about his natural footwork that he called a quote-unquote gift for someone his size. Patience may be needed to help him grow into his full potential, but this team feels as if it has bolstered its offensive line with this big pick.
all right. And they kind of need offensive line, so in a way they needed it. So I don't know how good he was. I forgot to look at him. So let's see after the draft. So The 12th pick, New York Giants select.
The Dolphins are now on the clock.
Oh, and Albury just goes. Okay, damn it. Our top two middle we wanted. That's fine. Our picks coming up in the next 5 picks, so we can wait.
Let's go to Adam Schefter now, who's got more to
Oh,
say
they took
about
cold
the
breath.
Dolphins' latest pick.
No receiver put on a greater show at his pro day than he did. His former coach told me he purposely had the quarterback throw the ball away from his body
Wait
during
a minute.
passing drills.
Don't
It
tell
forced
me.
him to react to the ball, extend for it, and make some spectacular catches. If he can make those same catches with NFL caliber defenders covering him, he has the potential to be a dangerous weapon, and that's exactly what the team is hoping for.
Man, again, the game decides to take another wide receiver while they need a third wide receiver, I guess. So, I won't hate him too much like I did with the Jaguars. Now, the Jaguars were completely dumb. They already had a complete wide receiver core, and they drafted Terrell Suggs' nephew. So, Landry and Parker, and now you got another wide receiver to help their the slot. So that's good for them, I guess. Colts go
The Ravens are now on the
Tucker
clock.
Downs. Okay, nice pick. Nice pick. And thank you everybody for coming to the stream. I really appreciate it. I appreciate your faces. Thank you. And Ravens select.
The Texans are now on
Oh, dang it. I was going to get Kelger. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I was actually thinking about getting Kelger, but it's all right. Houston goes with...
the Bengals are now
Oh,
on
and they take Melton? Man, all the players I wanted so far. It's okay.
the Jets are now on the clock.
And now someone picks up Wilcox. So the Bengals takes Wilcox. Okay. So my other projection was, let's see, I have it written down. It's best player available so far, and we're in the middle. We do need an offensive lineman, and Chutz right here is looking good. So I need you guys' help here. Who should I take right now? Tight end so far we have Decker. We moved the tight end, so we're good there. We need wide receiver. We don't need shift no, really, but there's Dyson here. We like a lot as well. He's 22, 5'11", 222. That's my favorite type of size of a running back, and he's pretty young. But there's Travis Chutz. I really like a lot as well. There's Kamari Jones, who's 22 years old. He's a good slot receiver. We need a slot receiver, but he ran a 4.5, so I'm not too sure if that will work with me. There's Trey Wadsworth, who's 21, 5'11", 208, which I would like to have him as well. He's a balanced running back, which I go for a lot. There's Lavon Mayo here, who's pretty damn beast, but I feel like Chutz has that superstar development. And there's Antoine Hushmanzada. So what I'm thinking here is, if Antoine Hushmanzada can last till the second round, I feel like we can wait for a run. He will be our last resort running back if we have to get him. But I feel like Chutz is the right pick. So what do you guys think? There's a lot of players I want to get. Yes, we will be playing the moments, King. Yes, we will. Since we have all these rookies that we're gonna be able to use, and then it's not gonna be a really super crappy team. So, like we did in the beginning. So yes, we'll be playing games. We will be playing games. What do you mean? Go for Chutz? Should we go for Chutz? Get Chutz? Oh, hey, I love you forever. What's up? Get Chutz? Alright, we got a couple Chutz here. Even though we need running back in a way we don't. But the only way for us to get a nice running back is have a good line. So, the thing is, though, I want to get Chutz. But I also want to get Zimmer in the 4th. And then Sheldon in the 6th round. But yeah, you know what? I think Chutz is a good player. It's between for me though. I want to get Chutz because that's super. I know he has superstar development, but I want to get Mayo because he has that big strength, and we could potentially move him the right tackle. But you know what? Majority of you guys said Chutz. I'll possibly go with Chutz here. Oh, and Brockermeyer. We can wait for Brockermeyer. Yeah, I just did amazing. Chutz has. Oh wait. Look at the strength for Chutz. It's still. Yeah, I know. He has 37 reps, which is still great. I mean, that's beyond phenomenal. I mean, but with Mayo, I'm just like, oh, he has 39. That's awesome. But for for player reasons, all right. You know what? My mind's made up. We're getting Travis Chutz. Or let's look at our trade down options before I get Chutz. Wait, before we get Chutz, let's actually look down. Let's see if the Browns are offering anything. They're offering a next. Nah, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. That's not what I want. Not what I want. Second round. These picks suck. Now there's Atlanta, but that's worthless. These picks suck. Let's just get him. Let's get Chutz. Yeah, these picks really not good. So, all right. Welcome, Travis Chutz, to the New York Jets.
Now that the Jets have made their pick,
all
let's
right.
go to Adam Schefter to hear more about him.
Still
He's
good.
A durable lineman who set a team record for consecutive starts, never missing a game throughout a decorated 4-year college career. Ross Tucker praised his footwork leading up to the combine, where he did not disappoint, solidifying his position as the draft's top offensive line prospect. He has the potential to be the cornerstone of this offensive line for years to come and should provide consistent protection for a franchise quarterback. This is a great pick.
I think he's good, but now thinking about it, I think the other guy possibly has superstar. I'm not too sure. It's whatever. It's okay, because our next pick is going to be the... Oh, yeah, we are the 50th pick. Ooh, we might have to trade up again. That's a while, so...
All right, team is now off the clock.
Okay, that makes sense.
Can you tell us about their newest player?
Like football, rugby's a sport that's played with guys of all shapes and sizes. In his case, he was one of the big guys pushing and pulling blocks in the center of the pitch. He was playing rugby for a university in Australia before he was recruited to transfer and play football.
I think I might move Chutz to left, right tackle.
His first year was spent adjusting to the game, getting used to the different rules and how to play his position properly. The guy even had to adjust how he tackled now that he had to wear pads and a helmet. But his
I Love You Forever is Barry Gabriel goes in the 6th round, but we're going to be picking him up in the 5th round.
With a bit of an interesting history.
We're going to try to pick him up in the 5th, 4th at least. So he is projected to go 6th though. I'll even show you. Right here. So we have a good amount of time. We don't have to worry about any players taking him yet. So
the Bills are now on the clock.
Okay. Good job, Browns. This is what should have happened in real life. Now, I mean, Shifno is not the best quarterback on the board, but he is decent enough. I think he might fix the Browns. So what I think, because in real life they traded away to the Texans for Watson, I believe. Yeah, Watson in real life. They traded to the Texans, and the Texans got Watson. So in the game right here, they made a smart move by getting Shifno here. But I mean, the Browns still did a decent job in the draft. I'm just saying they could have gone quarterback in real life. Oh, I know. They got Kaiser. Kaiser's not a bad quarterback, but he needs development. He needs a decent amount of development still. He has a good arm. It's just his accuracy needs work.
The Steelers are now
Oh,
on the
they
clock.
took Mayo. Oh, that's a good pick for them, I guess. They needed offensive line since Richie Incognito left. So, I think Mayo's a good pick for the Bills. Pittsburgh,
The Panthers are now on
they
the
take
clock.
Pittman. Good nose tackle. Great nose tackle.
The Saints are now on the clock.
Okay, they took Crosby. So they replaced Norman for Cosby so far. I think Cosby's a decent player, but he's already 24 years old. So I'm not sure that was a great pick, but it was okay.
The Cowboys are now on
Okay, Wadsworth goes number 1 in the draft. So the youngest running back, 21 years old, goes to the Saints. I have a feeling a lot of these running backs are going to be great.
The Chiefs are now on the clock.
Albar goes to the Dallas. They didn't really need defensive tackle, but whatever.
The
KC.
Seahawks are now on the clock.
All right, they got a quarterback that to back up and learn under Smith for a year or two, so that's good. And all right, Seahawks, don't go defensive tackle. Please go offensive line if you can. I mean,
The Chargers are now on the clock.
and that's my point. That's my point right there. They take defensive tackle. They have fucking Jaron. They have Jaron Reed. They have Jaron Reed, and they have a couple other veterans so far on the team. They didn't even take Holloway yet. They could have waited for next year or something. They have Rubin. They have Reed. I don't know, man. It's just like almost like real life, but instead they didn't trade down. So, all right. It's just I could predict things, dude. It's just odd. So the Chargers select
The Titans are now on the clock.
Sylvester. All right, the guy that moved up in the draft goes to there, so that's all right.
The Packers are now on the clock.
Oh, they took Dyson Kraft. So the last guy so far is Hushmanzada. Oh, we want to get Antoine Hushmanzada though. The McDowell pick was... I mean, he's a good player. Don't get me wrong. He's a great player. They got him for decent value. They got him really great value, like Jaron Reed last year. They got Jaron Reed, who was a first rounder, went down to the second round. Why not? And they did the same thing with McDowell. So, I mean, I'm not totally against it. I just feel like they could have taken, like, some, like, offensive lineman like Lamp or somebody, you know? But... anyways, right now we're doing best player available. I want to get Antoine Hushmanzada, but I also want to get Brockermeyer in a second. I'm afraid someone's going to take Brockermeyer here. I just have an odd feeling someone's going to take Brockermeyer.
The Patriots are now on the clock.
Okay, Atkins goes to there, so that's concerning. I feel like New England's going to try to take Brockermeyer. I feel like we're going to trade for Brockermeyer. I want to get Antoine as well, though. That's the thing. So, I have a good trade. I just came up with a brilliant trade here. So, I'm going to trade... not Richardson. We're going to trade Wilkerson. See, they need defensive end, right? They have Shirt. I mean, he's a decent player, but they need a new defensive end, I think. I mean, they have Flowers. They have a decent defense. I don't know. They don't really need. They're not going to take Brockermeyer here. At worst, they're going to take Hushmanzada, though.
The Falcons are now on
No,
the
they take
clock.
Kamari Jones. So let's see. I don't know if the Falcons need defensive end. And I know the 49ers don't need a defensive end. So, Falcons. Oh, I went the opposite way. So, they do, but they don't. They have all this defensive line depth here, and they have Hagman. So, I feel like they're not going to take him, but at the same time, I do. They might take him because of Claiborne and Klug is old, and Reed, they're all old, and they would potentially try to take him. I'm afraid they're going to take him. Because if you look at Brockermeyer, J.W. Brockermeyer, he has mid-first round talent, and he's projected to go early second. And I would like to convert Brockermeyer to the outside linebacking position for us. So, I don't know. I feel like it's a good time to trade right here. I don't know. I'm afraid someone's going to take him. I really am afraid someone's going to take him. So, what I'm going to do... I don't know. You know what? We're going to roll the dice.
Falcons pick is
God dang it!
He entered the season drawing comparisons to some of the most feared defensive
Dang it!
linemen
I
in
knew
NFL
it.
history. After a mid-season
Whatever.
act that saw him record just 2 tackles in 5 games, many scouts were left shaking their heads in disbelief. Even
Dang
with the
it.
growing concern over his
Whatever.
lack of production, there were some GMs who felt his poor stat lines were a direct result of the increased focus he began receiving as a result of his hot start.
My
One pointed
XP was
specifically
just
to reports
blocked.
of offensive coordinators fashioning entire game plans around avoiding him.
What do you mean was
knowing
blocked?
that his fellow linemen were incapable
XP
of
was
picking
blocked?
up his mantle. He'll now have a chance to prove believers right, as he's expected to see
I don't know how.
significant
I
playing
don't know
time
why.
in the preseason with a line far superior to the one he had in college.
What do you mean, what was blocked? You were blocked, or that XP thing was blocked? You know what? They could take Brockermeyer. I don't care. It's okay. Because if you think about it, there's a linebacker I'm actually thinking about getting. I'm planning on getting Trope in the 3rd round, so... And then planning on getting Stroud in the 4th. Or Bentley, actually. So, it kind of works out for us, I guess. Oh, extra point. Oh, your extra point. Oh, man, I'm sorry, dude. I know, I get that, too. My extra point was blocked as well. Before. Oh, look at this guy's name, though. Paris Blizzard. Oh, man, we got to take him in the 7th round. Paris Blizzard, though. That's a nice name. I like that. But yeah, there's not a lot of good linebackers right now. Brockermeyer would have been great to take. I would have loved to get Brockermeyer, but we didn't get him, unfortunately, because the Falcons like kicking us in the nuts. So it's whatever, right? So we got Milburn. But yeah, Trope is potentially one of our guys that we're gonna be taking. So let's see.
The Buccaneers are now on the clock.
Now I do need a wide receiver still, and I still need Antoine Hushmanzada. We need Antoine, but the problem is Antoine's 24. So what I'm gonna do, it's not really realistic. But when I get Antoine Hushmanzada, if I do, I'm going to turn down his age to at least 23, because 24-year-old, like, people coming out of college at 24 is not realistic at all, not much. So there's a rare count of them, so I might as well just let that slide. Anyways, Tampa Bay. Oh yeah, I was gonna wide receiver again. Oh, Chrome's still up there. Chrome's still here, but he ran a 4.59 booty time, so I do not know if I want to get him. To be honest, if I want to get a wide receiver, I'm going to potentially at least wait for somebody later on. Maybe Thowell, possibly. All the top wide receivers we wanted. And there's this kid. I mean, he's 24 years old, but he might be good. And then we have Chapman right here, but he ran a 4.54. Not really happy. Spadell. I mean, he ran a 4.35. That's the only thing I'm like interested in with him. But Anyways, next pick.
The Raiders are now on the clock.
All right, they take Pfeiffer. Raiders take
Adam, what can you tell us about
Chrome.
the Raiders' newest player?
It's a
Well,
good
I'm a
pick.
little surprised to hear his name get called at this point. But if you look at what he did at his pro day, it'll make a little bit more sense. He's always been gifted with speed, but he was in a scheme where he was kept
He
from
really
just
fell
running
down.
deep routes
He
and
was
creating
he
space
fell
in the
down
middle
a
of the
whole
field.
round almost.
He was a good team player and never
He should have
complained
been
about
like
his
in the
role,
round the
but you
first
can
where
see
we
in
were.
his pro day that he has the ability to be so
I have a
much more.
feeling he's gonna be a
Let's
slow
wait till game
development
day,
though.
however, to see if that was just a fluke or if this guy's the real deal.
I don't know. I feel like he's a fluke maybe, but you never know. So Denver takes
The Jaguars are now on
Gums. Jacksonville takes
the clock. The Browns are now on the clock.
Albert. Huh, odd. Oh, nice, man. Kessler's bad for you? Dude, Kessler did pretty well for me, to be honest, when I was playing the Browns. Speaking of the Browns second round pick right here, and they take
The Bears are now on the clock.
Luisu, whatever. Now, I need to try to get Antoine Hushmanzada. I need to get Antoine. I feel like Antoine's going to fall to one of these teams before us.
Let's go to Adam now. Who
Okay,
has more
oh,
on the
thank
Bears' last
God.
pick.
He's a Heisman-winning defender. Let me say that one more time. He won the Heisman, and he's a defensive player.
I don't think he's
You gotta
good.
say more? You can imagine how well he played this season to win the biggest award in college over several offensive playmakers. The trophy was well-deserved, and according to Matt Miller, he projects really well as a defender in the NFL. I think this is a home run pick, and it's great to see a defender get some well-deserved recognition.
And then Kessler as well. I mean, sometimes he's a roll of the dice. He could be really bad, really good, but then he has some bad moments, though. Now, they don't need a running back.
The Vikings are now
All
on
right,
the clock.
so I'm going to trade with the Vikings because the Vikings do need a running back, and I know for a fact they're going to try to take Hushmanzada from me. So I'm going to try to trade for their second round pick, move up. Let's see. 9 picks away. That's not a lot. We're going to trade our 7th round pick. Alright, we're close. I've never seen an offensive player win the Heisman in Madden. I know, right? The game goes total opposite, and they're like, okay, we're going to have this player go here. We're like, no. We should trade Burris to them. We should trade Burris to the Vikings for an exchange of a 7th round pick. Wow, they got a decent amount of picks as well. So for a 2nd and the 7th rounder for my 2nd and Burris, it makes sense. So okay, so close, so close. So they didn't really like that. So I'm gonna still take one of their 7s, but it's gonna be that's only a pick lower. Really more close. You know what? I'm going to go back on that one because I'm interested in a lot of late round guys. So I'm going to try to trade one of my 7s for next year. Oh, just by a sliver, yo. Come on. Help a brother out. I'll give you this one. What about that? Oh, come on, yo. You're getting Burris. I mean, he's not the best player, but come on. He's a decent player. I mean, I guess we'll just stick to the 2nd round pick, I guess.
I see both teams filling out cards. You know what that means? We've got to trade.
That's fine. I'm fine with that. So, we're going to get... So, right now, what do you guys think? Should we get the legend Antoine Hushmanzada? The legend Antoine Zada. That's his new nickname, by the way. The legend Hushmanzada. Jonathan Blankenship's 22. Oh, he's the tight end, not defensive end. I mean, Kenny Jeffries is good, but he's later on in the draft. I would like to get him, but not right now. I feel like Antoine Hushmanzada is the guy. He is the guy. He's the guy that he has the skills to pay the bills, I think. But here's the thing: since he's 24 years old, he's the late first round running back. So I'm gonna expect slow development from the guy. So who's ready for the legend to come to the Jets, Antoine Hushmanzada? Anybody want to see the legend Hushmanzada? If so, get ready. All right, we're taking Hushmanzada.
The Lions are now on the clock.
Oh, okay. Okay. Hey, what's up, Peyton? Look what we got, yo. Look what we got. We got Antoine Hushmanzada. We took Antoine Hushmanzada, yo. Appreciate the love, man. Appreciate it. So, wow, Antoine's actually pretty good. What we're going to do, though, we're going to possibly move him to 22 or 23 years old. That's too old, but anyways. Yep. But yeah, we have the legend, Antoine Hushmanzada. And I was expecting him to be a slow developer. That spin move, though, needs work. But he has really great juke. So, we got the legend. Antoine. So, next pick.
The Redskins are now on the clock.
Yes, the Antoine. Legend Antoine the Legend Hushmanzada.
The Giants.
Milburn. Let's see.
The Dolphins.
But how you doing, Peyton? Who was that really good 7th round? He's not 7th rounder. He's a 6th round quarterback. But we're gonna get him in the 5th round because I know he's gonna be really good. Barry Gabriel right here. He's supposed to go early 6th, but I'm gonna get him in the possibly early 5th. Depends how quarterbacks are going off the board, but yeah, we're planning on getting him, no matter what. I'm doing okay, Peyton. You know, just my allergies actually cleared up. I was actually having bad allergies earlier, but now, since doing this and talking to you guys, have really helped me out. See, you guys really help me out, man. I really do. You help me. You give me motivation to do this. You guys give me, I don't know, you bless me with something, man. I don't know. I'm not really religious, but just saying, you guys really help me out. Yeah, up here, yeah, it's been pretty bad. Collingwood's going everywhere. Let's see, Miami takes
the Colts are now
Kursky.
on the clock.
But yeah, man, I mean, it's pretty bad right now.
The Ravens are now on the clock.
Canagan goes there.
The Texans are now on the clock.
Now that the Ravens have made their pick, let's go to Adam Schefter to hear more about him.
His team had one of the best rushing defenses in college this season, and he's probably the biggest reason why. Teams eventually abandoned the run game altogether after they averaged only 1 to 2 yards per carry in the first half. Among linebackers on the team, he would always lead the point of attack, penetrating the opposing team's offensive
your dark
line.
magic.
Every
We are
tailback
cursed.
lined up against him seemed to keep
Oh,
one eye
no.
on the handoff,
Oh,
and the other
no.
searching for him. And usually when they found him, it was
Screw
too
you,
late
King.
to react. He's
Yeah.
one of the best
Screw
tacklers
you,
in
King.
years.
Screw you.
Hopefully,
Screw
he'll
you.
get on the field soon
Screw
and
you.
hopefully stop the run.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that too. Just need Larkins. I'm good without Blue. I'm good without Blue, but Larkins, yeah. Well, Larkins would be good to have in here. Anyways, next pick.
The Bengals are now on the
Babino goes to the Texans.
clock. The Vikings are now on the clock.
Compton goes to the Bengals.
The Rams are now on the clock.
Wow, Bengals took 2 cornerbacks in a row trading up with the Vikings. That's an odd thing.
The Eagles are now on the clock.
Will Holt goes there.
The Bills are now on the clock.
Cooks goes to the Eagles.
Bills just made their pick.
All right,
Adam,
they
what
took
can you tell us
Jeffries.
about him?
Sources have told me that it was his impressive college All-Star Game MVP performance.
Yeah, I'll put
solidified
some
his
respect
positioning
on
as
his
one of the
name.
most sought-after defensive backs in this year's draft.
But in my opinion,
He has
I
a
mean, I don't
nose for
really
football
care.
and a willingness to
But yeah,
attack the
blue,
ball as it's in the
having
air.
blue in here, yeah, it would
Instincts
be
are a trait
have the
that
whole
simply
Washington
can't be
squad.
taught, and many draft experts
I am blue.
have compared him to a young Deion Sanders. If there's one knock on him that I consistently hear, it's that he needs to work on his tackling mechanics and strength. One
Oh, yeah, right.
film where he was shown struggling to bring down bigger backs and receivers one-on-one.
Yeah, right.
He'll be
Right,
meeting
King.
with the team
Right.
nutritionists and strength coaches in the
You're
coming
a
weeks
double agent.
as his new coaching staff feels that if they can bulk him up
You're
a
that
bit,
double
he'll
agent in
bring
the
back.
sneaky nation. You're playing as two people at the same time. That must be a lot of hard work, man.
Our very own Adam Schefter has more to say about this pick.
Well, there isn't
Can't
much
see.
to say other than this kid was born to run. He's the spitting image of his father, a nationally ranked sprinter in several major events.
You're not
and
as
highly
cool as
recruited
Blue.
by every major college. However, unlike his dad, he chose
I'm
to pursue
cool.
a career in football. And
I'm more
far, that
cool than
decision
school.
is paying off. He may not be gold medal fast, but he has the speed
I'm
and
more cool than
quickness
school.
to cause fits for the opposing team. He's the type of player.
But I mean, I didn't really have any problem with Blue, really. I'm just saying, I mean, I don't know. I had my issues with him before, but, you know, it's all good, though. It's personal, like, stuff. But anyways, yeah, I still like Blue, though. Don't get me wrong. I still like, I mean, I don't know where Blue is, quote unquote. I don't know where he is, but I don't know where he went, but you know, if he comes back around again, I'll welcome him back, you know. He's a good person. I mean, I don't know.
The Saints are now on the clock.
Alright, they took Claiborne, who was an okay pick.
The Cowboys are now on the clock.
Alright, so they picked up the quarterback of their future. They took Jesse Valles to help replace Drew Brees. So he's going to stay under Drew Brees for another year. No, really? He told me he was 12. See? I mean, I'm not trying to hate on him or anything, but he used to tell a lot of lies to everybody. I guess he lied to me, I guess. He said he was 12, so. But remember, though, guys, no age talk in here, alright? At the moment, no age talk for now. We're done about the Blues thing, okay? Let's just focus on the draft. Anyways. They got their quarterback of the future, I guess.
The Chiefs are now on the
All right. They took Burke. Yeah, he was.
The Seahawks are
I
now
mean,
on the clock.
oh, they took Bowie. But yeah, he is, though. He is young, but.
The Chargers are now on the clock.
All right, the Seahawks took a cornerback. Okay, I see. It's kind of like how it is in real life, how it went down. Like right now in the game, it's like real life, almost. They went cornerback. Okay. See, San Diego, of course, Seattle. I mean, I don't think Badamosi was not really good, so.
Let's go to Adam now, who's got more on the Chargers' last pick.
Successes and failures seem to go hand in hand during a very inconsistent season.
All right,
for him.
Peyton.
Leading into his
I'll
pro
see
day,
you.
Scouts
I'll
expressed
see.
a great
All right,
deal of
just
concern over his
bleh.
inability to string together
my tongue's
consistent
twisted.
positive performances.
But
Those who attend
all right, man, no
will be
worries.
Extremely impressed with his raw physical
Lurk
abilities
all
and
you want,
footwork,
my brother.
feeling that with time
Lurk
and
all you
proper
want.
coaching,
But I
he
might
can
need your help
develop
though
into
with
a
picks.
formidable
All right,
NFL lineman.
I might call
This
for you
pick
for
may not
picks,
pay
like help me with
immediate
picks. All right,
dividends, but it's a solid
because
investment in the
I need
future
you guys
of
to
the
help me
defensive
out
line.
here. own opinion. Sometimes I need you guys to help me out, and it's really fun too. So, but yeah, you guys, I mean, yeah, if you want, go ahead. Alright, the Browns' next pick.
The Packers are now on
Oh,
the
okay, they took Darby. Alright, so they didn't take the guy I wanted. They didn't take the guy I wanted. So Stroud is supposed to go... But I really want Bentley, so I can wait for Bentley later.
Pick's been made. Let's go to Adam Schefter to hear more about
Doings.
This is a player that draft experts really
Doggins,
didn't
whatever.
start
Doggins.
talking about until the tail end of the season. The biggest topic of discussion was where the sudden change in production came from. I talked to his college position coach, and he told me that a nagging injury slowed him down early in the season. You can clearly see he favored one side over the
Oh,
other.
man, rip
whether
you,
he was put out on
man.
the field or even walking on the sidelines.
You're losing to
After
Geno
he
Smith
benched for
now?
a few weeks, he came back and played at a much higher level. Even so, some teams were still cautious and did a thorough medical examination at the combine to be sure he was completely recovered. The results must have been positive for the team to have just drafted him now. As long as he can stay healthy, I really like what he brings to this team.
Reppin' pepperoni. Rest in pepperoni, man. Rest in pepperoni. I'm sorry. But yeah. Alright, next pick.
The Lions are now on the clock.
Alright, they take Banta. Okay.
The
Detroit.
49ers are now
Alright,
on
they
the
took
clock.
Quintez Daly. He's actually a good player, I think. Rip. You know what I want to get? I want to have a emote that has like a rest in peace, but it has like something with pepperoni on it. It says rest and it shows the pepperoni salami thing, pepperoni round. That would be funny. Alright, the 49ers take
The Buccaneers are now on the
Gator. Okay.
clock. The Raiders are now on the
Langley goes to the Buccaneers.
clock. The Broncos
Raiders
are
take
now on the
Kenny.
clock.
Okay, that's an intriguing pick. Kenny was a good player. I actually kind of liked him.
The Jaguars are now on the clock.
Oh, they took Tatum. Oh, shoot. We're screwed at linebacker now. I think we're screwed at linebacker, guys. No, wait. I got the wrong player. Okay, if we can get Trope, that would be great. I'm down with getting Trope here. Coming up on my pick. Let's see here. Nobody yet. I want... Blankership looks intriguing, but not at the moment. I need Zimmer as well. I want Zimmer real bad. But we need linebacker really bad right now. So... Oh, we're pretty low. Let's...
The Browns are now on the clock.
They take Landetta. Jesus, dude. Like, how bad, like, what's your sliders at, dude? Do you have your sliders at a decent point? I think my sliders actually are really good. I will let you see my sliders soon. After the draft, possibly. But yeah, his accuracy is rough, but when you work with it, though. And then the XP sliders, you have to, I mean, I don't really up my XP sliders for the quarterback, but sometimes I do when, you know, it depends. Alright, Browns take
The Bears are now on the clock.
Prather. So, right now, I think it's time to trade. I think it's time to trade with the Bears. The Bears. So, I'm planning on trading my 3rd and my 7th rounder for their 3rd rounder. Alright, we're close. We're really close. But I want the... Let's do this. And let's do this.
What wait looks like
All
both
right,
war rooms
we
are
got ourselves a
feverishly back on
trade.
the phones. I think that means a trade is coming.
We really need him bad. We really need him. Linebacker's pretty not bad, but we need help. And I know this guy is great, so
The Vikings are now on the clock.
yes! Woo! Yes! We got ourselves a superstar, guys. We're doing great. We're on a roll here. I am the draft master. See, I have hard sliders. My other ones were easy too. Yeah. But I'll let you see my sliders later, though. It might help you out. But, dude, we got Trope. We got Cardone. Wait. We're going to call him Cadtrope. Cadtro. His new nickname is Cadtro. Cadtro has 84 speed. We can work out with that tackling. He has great finesse moves. He's a superstar. Oh, he's going to work out fabulously, dude. And he has pretty good traits as well. He's disciplined, dude. We got ourselves a superstar here. I knew he was going to be superstar. I had a feeling. Dude, we're on a roll, dude. Thank goodness. And see, that's why I traded up. Because when I know when players are really good, I trade for them. I'm the draft master here. Well, not the draft master, but one draft master. But anyways, we drafted Willie Jerry, who really looks great. We got him. That was a good pick. We got Chutz. We got him. He's a good player. We got Antoine Hushman-Zada, who is just great. Just great. And then we got Trope, who is phenomenal. So far we got 4 great picks so far. So let's continue.
The Cowboys are now on the clock.
Okay, Seattle actually trade up for a lineman. That's pretty good. I like seeing that.
The Lions are now on the clock.
Now that's ridiculous. Now they trade up for a tight end. Let me guess. Are you going to trade up again?
The Jaguars are now on
Alright,
the clock.
you're not. So I don't know. I just gotta wait.
The Giants are now on the clock.
But I don't know. Now I'm afraid one of the guys I like are going to be gone. Well, someone's going to take Frey before me, so that's fine. If I can get Zimmer, I'm in the big league. I know it's a very nice draft, dude. It's really heavily starred.
The Vikings are now on the clock.
Okay, so when we see one of the centers leave, we're going to have to take him. We have to trade up. Linemen are overrated. I love linemen, dude.
The Colts are now on the clock.
I love my linemen because I like linemen so much that I used to play O-line for my high school and junior and my junior high.
The Ravens are now on the clock.
So okay, there goes Blankenship.
The Texans are now on the clock.
Intago,
The Vikings are now on the clock.
Mohammed.
The Bears are now on the
They
clock.
take Price.
The Titans are now on
They
the
take
clock.
Mosley.
The Eagles are now on the clock.
All right, there goes one of the Kadu brothers. I think that's the Kadu we wanted Ali Kadu, I believe. Yeah, I think it was Ali Kadu. But D Kadu was really good as well. Really, people are passing up on Trufant, dude. So the adopted sibling of the Trufant family has not been selected yet. That's very odd. Someone's going to take him, though, really soon.
Eagles have made their selection. For more
They
about
take
him,
the kid.
let's go to Adam Schefter.
He was always a physical player, and all the tests confirmed it. But what scouts saw at the All-Star game was poor technique. It looked to me like he was playing a little too aggressive, and it worked against him. I spoke with one coach who seemed to like him, but also said he needed to be taught how to tackle properly. He had a lot of success on physical play alone in college, but that won't work anymore in the NFL.
Says a Seahawks fan. Makes sense. I have really liked linemen before. Don't get me started, man. Don't get me started, Peyton. Oh, you guys. You crack me up. But I really like when I started liking linemen when Walter Jones was around for the Seahawks with Walter Jones. There was Walter Jones, Hutchinson. See, I'm a real Seahawks fan here. So when Hutchinson, Walter Jones, and who else was it? There was one other lineman that I used to like on the Seahawks. That's when I started watching the NFL. I really liked watching the old linemen block and how they moved. So I liked Hutchinson. I liked Walter Jones. I mean, I like a lot of linemen. I used to play O-line. I used to play D-line. So, but anyways, next pick is
The
the
Steelers are now on
okay.
the clock.
So there you go, Hanson.
The Panthers are
There you
now
go,
on the clock.
Pepra. They had a decent. And I'm not saying they didn't. They had a good O-line. It was decent. When they had Jones and Hutchinson. I mean, those two right there were really great. They had a couple others as well. It was a decent line, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't like good, you know? Like the Dallas O-line has always been for years. But they were really great in run blocking. Really good run blocking. And then Walter, just a all-round lineman, was good. Until the end of his career when later on in his career, he was starting to get really bad because he was getting old, so it made sense. But he was still doing pretty well for his age.
The Saints are now on the
All right, they
clock.
take Amaro.
The Cowboys are now on the clock.
God, everybody's trading up for corners and everything.
The Chiefs are now on the
There
clock.
goes Whittington, I kind of liked.
The Cowboys are now on the clock.
There's Braxton,
The Chargers are now on the clock.
Kirkland. We might actually get,
The Titans are now on the clock.
let's see.
The Packers are now on the
All
clock.
right, they took Stroud. Oh, well. That sucks. It's all right. We can get Bentley here.
The Patriots.
We have
are now
two fourth-round picks.
The Bills are now on the
So
clock.
I think we'll be fine.
The 49ers are now
But
on
when
the clock.
that first center goes, I'm getting the other.
The Buccaneers are now on the clock.
Hobson. Hey guys, look at this. We have Hobson. If you know who Hobson is, that rapper. Yeah, we got Hobson going to the 49ers.
The Raiders are now on the clock.
All right, they take Ziegler.
The Broncos are now on the
All
clock.
right, we're getting close to our pick.
All right, now that the pick's in, let's go to
Oh,
Adam.
Gaddis.
Adam, what can you tell us about this guy?
He was always a player who cared about academics, and that couldn't have
But yeah,
been made
good
any
times,
more
though.
clear
Good times.
when he decided to forego his senior season in order to take on more classes. His goal was to graduate before entering the NFL draft, and at the sacrifice of his final year of football eligibility, he was able to pull it off. The decision left some experts scratching their heads, but guys like Matt Miller saw it as a smart move to stay injury-free and remove the distraction of getting his diploma once he went pro. At least with the degree, he has a backup job now in case this whole football thing doesn't work out for him.
I remember they were saying something about that. He had to finish up his degree.
The Jets are now
All
on the
right,
clock.
cool. We're in the money. We're in the money. So right now, I don't know who should be our number one priority. There's a couple guys I want. I like Trufant, but I don't. He's not guaranteed. I want Zimmer. Zimmer, I know, will be superstar. We already know it. Zimmer's a superstar. So, I mean, he should be the number one guy we should get. But there's another player I think I wanted. There's Bentley, but we can get him later. If we really need to get him, we'll trade up. They still have Alexis that we like. They still got Carson, but I won't be able to get Carson, unfortunately. We'll find somebody in the undraftees. We're okay at safety right now. We're okay. 35-12. Oh, rest in pepperoni. Oh no. I'm sorry. Sucks for you though. Man, that sucks. Oh man, that sucks. Sorry, bro. Alright, so... Alright, guys, I need your help again. So, well, not really. I don't really need help right now. I already know who I'm going to take right now. But, to be honest, I mean, your input. So, should we get Zimmer, who we know and possibly will be a potential center for us to replace Mangold? Or should we get the middle linebacker Bentley? You know what? I'm gonna take. So since offensive line is pretty not. I mean, it's not really bad, but we need more players. You know what? We're gonna go Zimmer. We need someone to replace Mangold at center. So.
The Saints are now on the clock.
What? I knew it. Guys, this is the first time I mean, this is first on screen. This is the first time I didn't do it off screen. Dude, I don't know. I don't know what's happening here. Alright, we just got over 70 overall players so far. And they all been super, like, normal. We haven't got no slow developments. We've all either got, we got at least one normal development guy, and the rest are quick and superstars. So, we got ourselves the replacement of Mangold at center. That's a pretty good pick right there. That was a pretty good pick. Our next pick is at, pretty late, the 125th, and right now we're at, you know what? Screw it. I'm going in. I don't care. I'm going in. I'm going in balls deep with this. It's understandable in this type of draft. It just is. I don't know. I can trade a fourth. No. See. It was the Saints, I believe, we saw, and that was next. And they do need another, I don't know, they already picked up a middle. And they already got 2 fourth rounders. So, and they got 2 sevenths. Right outside, left outside. $35-20. You're still, at least you're going up still, right? You're going up. But let's see here. Right, I like Holmes though. That's the thing. I like all these guys. Jenkins is okay. Corolla. How are they at offensive line? They have Armstead, they have Pete, they have Unger. They need offensive line. They took Ted Karras though off of waivers. I don't know, maybe we can trade to a left guard possibly, I don't know. Right guard, I don't know. Let's just try it. We don't really need Corolla anymore anyways. Alright, I knew that was gonna happen. What about Shell? Alright, they don't need offensive line, so we're not going to trade to them. That was just useless to do.
The Steelers are now.
Alright, they took Higgins. So I'm trying to trade him a left tackle, and they decided to take a left tackle. You know what? Whatever. So, Pittsburgh. Do they need offensive line? I know they're not the worst.